Rhythm 50, Blues Walker 2. This is another 12-bar blues with a walking bass. This time we're in a minor key. It's a 12-bar blues in the key of A minor with a steady quarter note walking bass. So we'll get all the walking bass stuff going with our thumb. You notice the stroke is just straight down. It's not a plucked thing, but just use the side of your thumb. It gives a nice warm mellow sound. And we'll catch the chords with our fingers. So you don't need a flat pick for this, just your bare hands, thumb on the bass notes, fingers on the chords. And it sounds complicated when you get it all together, but it's actually quite playable. Check it out. So again, this may sound more complicated than it actually is, and if it does, that's good. It's a little bit of sleight of hand. As with the previous lick, I'd recommend getting the bass line together first, because until you have the bass line going, adding the chords on top isn't going to, it's not really going to be a groove. It's just going to be isolated little moments of chordal stabs and bass notes. So we want to get that flow going. So I would just practice that first. It's nice and easy. It's right in the A minor pentatonic position that I'm sure you're familiar with. So the first 4 bars just does that. And then when we get to the D minor 7, does the same thing, just, 5 frets higher. And then we use this E at the end of bar 6 as our kind of pivot point to go back down to the A. And now we're just trying to connect the dots to get to this F7. And this is like an F9 shape that I'm using, so that might be familiar to you. But we're just going to use the bass note and these 2 notes on top. So here, you don't have to really pick up your middle finger to catch those alternating notes. You could be done with a roll. It's very subtle. In order to keep this kind of flow going, you can't have your fingers flying off and coming back. So as close as you can keep to the neck all the time, on any example, but in this one especially, it's going to help keep things moving forward. And it's the E7 sharp 9. And we're using this low E to help us get the chord and let it sustain. And I'm coming over with my thumb. You don't have to do that, but for my hands, that's the easiest way to grab that. So from the E7 sharp 9 again, it's... And again, there's that little rolling move. Not so much a pick up and move, but just a subtle move. And now this is a C9 chord. That's the voicing. And now we just move that down a half step and down a half step. And if you wanted to repeat this a few times, this B flat 9 chord would be the place to go back to the top from. So you go and back to the top.